So this is a long version of my reading about Kanye West. I explained earlier in my other video that he was displacing the Seven of Hearts, which absolutely has to, adapt to a kind of semi-strict lifestyle in regards to their health. Um, but he was having a couple of challenges this year. His planetary ruler is the Seven of Spades, which is the card of spiritual challenges. Um, and he has that in Mercury because Mercury is the ruling planet. He is a Gemini. So having a Seven of Spades in Mercury is kind of sensitive because it says kind of like your weak point is all things dealing with Mercury, which is the mind. So you got the mind, you have, speaking, communications, vehicles, children, so on and so on. This year, he had a Seven of Spades in Saturn, so it fell in Saturn. So that put extra stress and emphasis on that card because what that says is that he's really going to have to face the challenges that or create. Saturn is about creating structures and creating boundaries to create stability in your life and adhering to those boundaries. It takes discipline to be able to work for, but in doing so, you can pretty much achieve your greatest dreams and your greatest triumphs and a high level of faith if you're able to master the lessons of Saturn. So what Saturn was saying to him this year is that, look, you're going to have to face the fact that you're going to have to set up some structures in place to be able to deal with the sheer amount of negative energy that's coming at you and that you're projecting as a celebrity. I mean, he's a celebrity. He deals with millions of people. So you get out on stage and you say one bad thing or one thing that a lot of people don't like, and you have a lot of negativity coming at you from, the clear blue sky. And having a Seven of Spades in Mercury says that he's susceptible to it. And, there's no way he's going to be able to get around it. He's not like there's other cards that may be able to deal with the negative energy and the spiritual attacks, but he's not one of them that can just come out the box and be able to deal with that. He has to set up the structures in place, the disciplines in place to be able to deal with that type of energy coming at him. He has a Jack of Spades in Jupiter. Right now he's in his Jupiter period, and he is a Jack of Spades, and the Jack of Spades is the card of the spiritual initiate. So what that says to me is that there is no doctor, no allopathic medicine anywhere that's going to be able to help him, especially displacing the Seven of Hearts. This is strictly a karmic spiritual thing, and that means that you're going to have to turn to spiritual means in order to be able to deal with it. So this is a spiritual initiate. So he is going to come into the realization that he needs to get spiritually yoked up to be able to deal with the amount of negativity that he has to face on a day-to-day basis. And I'm pretty sure it's been pretty bad this year. Like I said in the other video, he has a Nine of Hearts in Mercury. So, he's probably been thinking about, divorce and thinking about letting go of relationships and stuff like that. And he has a King of Clubs, which is his lifetime Mars in Mercury. So he's probably been pretty reckless with the mouth. King of Clubs can be brutal. He's probably been, just flat out brutal at times. He has a Nine of Clubs in Venus, which that talks about depression. That talks about disappointment in your relationships, your family, disappointment with your marriage, all of those types of things. He has a Jack of Hearts in Mars, and the Jack of Hearts is the card of making sacrifices, but it could also be the card of suicidal plans. You can having all of these cards is definitely a concoction for, going on a suicidal rant or a suicidal, mission. Now, I don't know if that's what happened, but I'm pretty sure that's come up to bring him to the point where he is right now. So he hasn't even gotten to his Saturn yet. And that's going to be the first of the year where he actually has that Seven of Spades card in Saturn. So if he's been negative and been dealing with these negative onslaught, at this point, this is a time when it could bring him to the worst crisis than he's in right now. and cause some type of physical stuff going on, or or someone could get hurt, at that point. So I don't know if he's I don't really know if he's, I know he's probably not watching this video, but this is where he's at. He needs, spiritual guidance. He needs, a guru or someone to step in and to kind of help him, develop the tools and the discipline that he needs to protect his mental, because that's what that Seven of Hearts is. It's all, straight mental breakdown. So he needs the tools that that are available to be able to create the boundaries or the protection around him from the negative energy and the onslaughts that he suffers from time to time as being a celebrity.